Hey moms, TT here. Just jumping on right quick to give you a message from Spirit. I need to laugh with you for a second because I was shuffling my cards and I asked Spirit, I was like, okay, um what message do you have for my moms? What do they need to know right now? Right? So I'm sitting here and then I just started feeling like I wanted to laugh. So I'm laughing, right? Because like I'm hearing ha 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 ha. What's that I laugh in the face of danger or something like that. I've been hearing like all these different very powerful influential lines. Um and I believe that in that scene Simba was in the Valley of the Dry Bones, or he was where the elephants were, or something like that. Y'all have to let me know in the comments. But nonetheless, it was like wherever he was at that time, he was told that it was the worst place ever. Stay away from there. Those people, that area is pretty much cursed. It's bad. It's like where death. So like for some of you, you have been in a space, moms, where you weren't supposed to make it out of this situation. Okay, you weren't supposed to make it out of that city. You weren't supposed to make it out of that town. You weren't supposed to make it out of that ghetto. Like you've been at the bottom of the barrel, like, and you had to climb your way out. Um, and let go of things in order to make it to the top where you are now, the seat that's been prepared for you. You've went through great trials and great loss in order to embark on this journey. All right, I'm hearing so the message that, because I'm hearing a lot of channel messages, so let me give you the message. So the message that Spirit wanted me to tell you was motherfuckers. All right, we're gonna say people. All right, I heard motherfuckers, but for the sake of YouTube, we're gonna say peoples. The peoples, they mad at you, moms. Okay, the peoples are mad at you. All right, whoever these people are, it could be I feel like it's a collective of people. All right, they're in their sorrow. Okay, they are pussyfoot hurt over whatever has transpired for you, whatever blessings has found you. And these are people that have been close to you. I don't even feel like you talk to any of these people, but they talk about you. So Spirit is sitting around listening to like Spirit got their foot up. All right, your spiritual team got your ancestors sitting there listening to, like, look at this motherfucker. They was just on the phone with this mom the other day. They were just on the phone with collectives the other day, talking like, I just want to see you do good. You're gonna believe. I believe in you. These are the type of people that will whisper your success but shout your failures to the rooftop. These are the type of people that's like, what you been up to lately? Or they just eavesdrop for no reason so they can sit around on their ass and talk about what you have going on. Don't have nothing else going for themselves. Can barely believe that they could do it by themselves, but they want to talk about and dissect your life and what you're doing and how you're doing it. Some of y'all, it's your in-laws. For some of you, it's your own family. It's a collection of both. Okay, it's the whole damn village. Throw off with the whole town. Okay, so they didn't believe. Okay, moms, these people are mad at you. They did not believe that you would be able to make it out of this town. They didn't believe that you would be able to see them for who they really are. They didn't believe that you would be capable of breaking that illusion spell. That you would be able to see the damnation that was coming for them. That you would be able to. They were trying to put you in their place. What they were trying to do was they were trying to get themselves out of a situation and put you in a place. Oh, they ain't got nothing else to do. Their life is over. They got kids. So I'm gonna put them in the place of where the punishment I'm supposed to receive in, and allow them to pick up the slack for me. Cold with it. That's just how they was finna do you. and go off and live their life and say, oh, well, they could stay there, they could clean it up, they could clean up my mess. But some of you, I'm hearing it was your own damn kids. Okay? Ungrateful ingrates. But yeah, they weren't believing you to like say, I refuse. Look at that mask. You were able to see behind their mask, and now they're like, now it's like roaches. That's like the light has been turned on, and they're like, oh my God, you can see me. You can see who I really am. You can see the leechy energy. You can see the vampire energy. You can see the toxicity radiating off of my unhealed body. Okay, your family, your friends, your cousins, your aunties, your uncle. Okay, they can't believe how prosperous you are. The fruits of your labor is showing all your naysayers, just how much you are promised, just how much you will prosper, just how much this beginning is meant for you and not the rest. So you got your admission. So you got your, you passed your test. Look at that contract. You passed your test. You are appreciated. So they're just saying congratulations. Okay, Spirit wants you to know congratulations. They want to know how you did it. How'd you do it, Taurus? So you're gonna start noticing moms that people are just asking you, like, how did you do it? How did you manage to like keep your head up? How did you manage to keep persevering when the odds were stacked up against you? How did you make it out of that car? How did you make it out of that homeless situation with all those kids? It's miraculous. They're trying to figure out how you didn't lose your cool, how you didn't lose your sanity having all those kids. I don't care if it was even just one to take care of, be responsible for, mind you, and still manage to show up and go to work and perform and give the best version of you, like you ain't never just cry your eyes out the night before. That's how you finna show the world, like, how this is really done, how you deal with darkness. Okay, because in this line of work that you're doing, okay, as a matriarch, people was counting you out. The peoples were literally saying, oh, you're done for, you're screwed, your life is over, you're not gonna amount to shit. All right, these are for all those moms out there that have gotten pregnant at young ages and was told you weren't going to amount to shit, and they trying to figure out how the hell did you walk across that stage with your PhD and whatever the hell you went to school for with a toddler on your hip. How did you manage to get to class every day with no excuses? Can we talk about it? All right. This is for you, because you defied the odd. You set the standards. All right. You took the action, and you said you weren't going to be another statistic. You said you weren't not going to allow the statistics. Look at me. I'm stuttering. I'm getting hot over here. The statistics of the world to define you. All right. The sacred temple. Yeah. You understood that when your spirit is going through all these things, that there's a place called home, and it's inside of you. There's a place that no one can touch, no matter what goes on around you. And that's the place where you rest. That's the place where you go. That's the place where you get recharged. Some of you have created this temple just in conversation with spirit. You know? Just pouring your heart out at your altars, or just sitting in your car, your steering wheel, holding on to the motherfucking wheel, just talking to God. That's the ones I'm talking to. That's the moms that the spirit wants you to know, that they have seen your tenacity, your resilience, your ability to pull and connect to a space that for some of you wasn't even shown to you. You didn't have these examples. Some of you came from parents or mothers or life's broken statistic homes. Right? But this is why you're so special, because you're that generational curse breaker. You're the one that creates the change. You change the game. So this is This is well overdue. Okay, so let's see what other messages Spirit has for you. I already done wasted 10 minutes. I'm sorry for talking, you guys. I just get into a zone where I just be talking and talking and talking. Spirit just be talking, okay? Just showing me images of all these different visions. Look at that. Door to personal healing and happiness. Mentality, victim. Victim mentality, excuse me. Yeah, you didn't have time to sit around and say, well, woe is me. Okay? You didn't have time to sit there and think about the issues. You had to get up and do something. You had to get up and create that. And that's why, you know, this journey is not for the weak. This is why your journey is so important. It's so powerful because you literally create something out of nothing with these events that have happened, that have been out of your control. I feel like a lot of these events were out of your control. You could not, it was just, you had to go with it. It was brought to your table, like do or die. You know what I'm saying? Fight or flight, eat or starve. Y'all only had one choice, sink or swim, believe or not. So what did you have to lose? Nothing. You reached a place where you didn't have nothing else to lose, and that's the place where you're being acknowledged. That's the place where the healing began. That's the place where you started to be able to see that it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines, heavy tea. I don't even know the words. That it was all a dream. It was what they told you. It's not what was real. What was real is that you can manifest your heart's desires. What was real is that God wants you to have your heart desires. So now they've been attacking you. They've been attacking you, familiar spirits. No. Why do you get to do it? No. It's not fair. How? Make it make sense. How is it not fair? We all got the same 24 hours in a day. How is it not fair? You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense for me. I'll wait. Look at that, the despair. You see how both of these cards was here? Like, I really don't feel like moving. I really don't feel like getting another job. I really don't feel like having to work for another person another day in my life. I will go if I have to, God, but I really do not want to have to do this. So what God say? Then don't go. Then leave. Then go somewhere else and keep going and keep changing until you find where you like, and where you like it, commit to it, and I'm going to bring the resources to you. Commit to it, and I'm going to make sure you succeed. All right, commit to that pick that course if you want to become a doctor, and I'm going to make sure you pass. I'm going to make sure you don't know how you stayed up. You don't know how you stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning finishing your job, but you did. I'm going to make sure you get past. I'm going to make sure you pass. I'm going to make sure doors open for you. I'm going to make sure people say yes. When you're trying to get on a train and you don't got enough quarters or something. When you short, I'm going to make sure you get on the bridge. My ears are ringing. I'm going to make sure you take off. I'm going to make sure you blow up. And some of y'all not even expecting this. Some of y'all not even expecting to get this type of traction from all your hard work. You're not even expecting how you about to blow up. Like, y'all about to blow up wherever you guys going, wherever this change is taking you, wherever you're traveling to, new jobs, okay, new platforms, new levels. Once you get there, boom, blow up. Consistency is what these other experiences taught you. How to be consistent with all your other responsibilities. How to groom yourself. You were being prepared for this very moment. I keep seeing McDonald's, right? All right, because this is showing you like a Karate Kid. When he said jack it on, jack it off, jack it on, jack it off. This is karate. So you've been getting your ass whooped. You've been getting your ass whooped by people, by the world, and Just like Jaden in Karate Kid, he was getting his ass whooped every day. He damn sure didn't want to go back to school, but where he started, he used to leave his jacket on the floor, right? He was lazy, okay? He was going through stuff emotionally, personal healing. He was mad, he was angry, and he was troubled. And Taraji was sitting there like, I don't know what to do with this child. I don't know what to expect. Did I do the right thing? I should have stayed there. But this is going to be good for our family. You know, so this is going to make us better. This is going to be so much. So it was just about alignment. Okay? It was just about alignment. For some of you, or for all of you, by November, you're going to see a real big shift. Okay? Okay, a new community, higher pay, better vibes, better energy. Just out of this stuck energy. It wasn't gonna go nowhere. But you see, you were committed to the wrong things, and that's all. So Spirit had to rip them from you. And then while they ripped it from you, then they had to sit there and teach you. Jacket on, jacket off every day. Jacket on, jacket off. And you like, well, I'm ready to do something different. I'm ready to learn something new. And then Spirit is like, I ain't even gonna answer you for a while. Jacket on, jacket off. I'm gonna ignore you. And then when you get frustrated and you like, you have that conversation and you like, well, why? Well, why is the price of tea in China this much, you know? And then God gonna say, you know what? Let me remind you of who you are now. And now I'm about to test you. Right? What did he do in Karate Kid? He started testing him. He just started hitting him, throwing blows, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden, his body had generated enough muscle memory. He had developed a gift of how to absorb the emotions of those experiences, jacket on, jacket off, to the point where now his body, which is moldable, which is a gift, reacts to every situation without thinking it, second guessing it, is instinctual. So now Spirit is testing you, boom, 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 boom. Will you pass your test? Many of you have passed your test. The only ones that I see haven't passed their test that are still looking back on what was done to them. Okay? What was done to me in the past is the only ones that have become a pillar of salt, frozen by their own demise. So when you snap out of it, then you will be able to see that safety was the illusion. Comfort was the illusion. Those were the spells that were given to you to make you feel like you don't have to get up and do anything. Like I could just live this American dream, and this American dream doesn't come with hard work and it's supposed to be easy. It's not true. That no one's telling you the behind the scenes reality story. Some depicted in the movies, but nobody wants to see that part because everybody wants it given to them. They have these expectations of feeling entitled. Well, I've earned it. I have a right, and yeah, there's a place for you. So now all those entitled people, whether it be you too, all right, because not every mom is on the right path. So if you're entitled and you feel like everything's just supposed to be given to you and you shouldn't have to do nothing and I want, yeah. You want the facade. You want the glory. You want what it looks like on the TV screen. Right? But that ain't no real high honor. That's do everything for clout. Great fortune. So what comes after this? You go from poverty to riches. You go from the poor house to the rich house. You go from Benjamin to Button. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I laugh at the face of danger. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm done sounding like radio. Any other messages for the moms out here? All right. I heard recovery. So someone's going through recovery or they're in recovery. Some of you may be doing like literally like recovery. Like I heard mommy makeovers. I'm seeing mommy makeovers. Recovery. Recovery of what? Okay, yeah, this was like trying to pick yourself up again, trying to make yourself happy, trying to look on the bright side of things. That's all you could do. You know what I'm saying? Surrounding yourself around the right type of people, right? Because we're moldable, right? If Jackie Chan said, or what's his name? Is it Jackie Chan? Correct me in the comments, okay? If he said jacket on, jacket off, and he made him do all those motions and repetition every single day, he didn't even waste time talking to his mind every day, which means to talk about it is a waste of time. You just got to get up and do that shit. And if you're not getting up every single day and just doing it, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're listening from one person and just gossiping and carrying news. So what they're saying is you got to get up off your ass, for those of you that ain't off your ass. And if you don't like your life and it's not telling you a story you want it to replicate, then you need to do something about it. Otherwise, you just talking about your situation. And that's the definition of insanity. I'm just letting you know. How you expect some shit to change and you ain't willing to put in the work. You have to put the jacket on, take the jacket off. Because then at that point, it's moldable. You're moldable. So I see all of this energy shifting. All right. That's where you've been, and many of you are trying to climb your way out of that. And that's exactly where you need to be right now, is trying to climb your way out of it. But when you get a test coming your way and you feel like, oh my God, this person's going to hurt my feelings. Oh my God, they're going to hurt my heart. Remember, it's just a test. It's just a testament. And you are only a testimony of that testament. That testament has been preparing you to learn Kung Fu, or what they call it, Kung Fu. I was going to say Kung Fu Hustle. So you can learn Kung Fu, right? So you know how to put your jacket on, take your jacket off. And nobody else can beat you up no more, because you've been getting your ass whooped out here spiritually. Energetically, you've been taking too many ass whoopings, and it's time to Mr. Miyagi. But they're telling you the best way to Mr. Miyagi these situations when it comes to people, and you feel like you got to block everybody out, and it's making you lose sleep, you're losing hair, all the other shit. You don't got to do nothing except remember, Simba, who you are. You know the crazy part? Moms, let me talk to you about it for a second. I sit here for hours talking to myself. And the crazy part about it is I was prepared for this because my whole life I used to love playing with Barbie dolls. And if you think about it, when you play with Barbie dolls and doll babies, you ain't doing nothing but talking to yourself. So this is my jacket on, jacket off. My entire life has been preparing me to do nothing but talk to myself. Because ain't nobody responding except me. Okay? Nobody's responding except me unless y'all talking in the comments. But y'all shy out there, so go ahead, be shy with your little mean self. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, don't worry about being lied to, hurt, broken. You know, just listen, that's a lie. It's a spell. You know when they say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? That's a lie. It's a lie. It's to keep you safe and stuck. You know, let me tell you what my son said the other day in the car. My mama was in the car, and she kept saying, put your seatbelt on, put your seatbelt on. Now, true and remind you, I made it put his seatbelt on. I ain't really want him to get hurt, you know? So, he was like, mind you, this is second accident he been in, right? And we was T-boned the last one. So, he said, so you heard that ding? That's confirmation. This is what you need to hear. He said, how did he say it? Oh my God, I just lost my mind. Okay, he said, I'm not going to die. He said, I'm not going to die. She was like, what? Put your seatbelt on. He said, even if we get in a car accident, I'm not gonna die. He had such, his reaction was so innocent, right? His reaction was, he wasn't even calculating the worst case scenario of any of his life experiences, right? Because he had absorbed so much pushback from his own reality that now he don't even fear the consequences of, or the effect of those absorptions, to the point where at this point he believes that he can't die. He believes that he'll never die. He said even if he died, he was gonna just come right back. That's how he talked to me. And he's 5. So a lot of us need to get back to our childlike nature before the world put a curse on us and spelled over us and told us, be careful before you fall down. Be careful before you hit the corner of the table. Every 5 seconds, be careful. If you think every time you say be careful, your shoulders tense up. It's so pessimistic and it's so aggravating. And at this point, you got to let all that go. It's going to give you gray hair. Well, gray hair, I believe, comes from wisdom. But it's going to make you very unhappy. Trust that there's a father. If you're a mother, that there's a creator. There's a father that's always watching over your child. Because at the end of the day, it was the father that gave you the child anyway. The man you slept with, that man don't matter. That nigga don't matter. He just was a and no, I'm not hating on men, but all he was at the end of the day was, think of it like just a physical means to get something accomplished. You have to start knowing who you are. You got to remember your power. The roles are it's always been the creator, the mother, and then the man. The man don't come before the mother, but we've exalted the man like they're the most important thing walking. No, they not the most important thing walking. Men's supposed to fear the woman. That's why your kids fear you. Think about it. It's all out of whack. The kids fear you more than, you know what I'm saying? Because you closer to the creator. They're supposed to respect you. And men like, oh, respect me because I'm a man. Sit your monkey ass down. Logical having ass. They don't even know how to tap into their intuition. They need someone to still spell it out for them. 8 of Pentacles. Okay? So they just want you to remember this as you work, okay? Remember this as you putting in your work on yourself. Remember this as you're healing. Remember who you are. Can't nobody make you feel less than unless you give them that power. Okay? The Tower card. You're about to get a surprise. You're about to have a surprise happen here. Look at that. Surprise manifestation. Surprise. Everything's about to start shifting for you. Naysayers are going to fall down. Okay? So that's what I got for you, moms. I will see you in the next channel message, whenever that is. I'm sending you an abundance of love and protection. Yeah. Mwah. Toodles. Oh, dang.